updf.com for research based data analysis, multifunctional platform, multi featured application, cloud based application, and we can use this tool for analysis of our research paper, to create literature review, to work with images, multimedia content also. Very first demonstration we will cover today in this session will be related to multimodal image chat. First of all, we will understand what is meaning of multimodal image chat. For example, you can see in this particular image, okay, this one may be a research paper, it may be any book chapter. For example, this particular diagram, some specific flow chart or specific graph we want to understand. Okay, with AI based tool we can analyze, we can elaborate any diagram easily. If we want to analyze any equation, for example we want to understand a specific equation, specific mathematical formula given in any research paper, for that also we can use this tool. Many times you might have seen that when we study a research paper, anybody's else research paper, not our own paper, if we are studying anybody's else paper, and you might have seen there are so many graphs, there are certain equations, and it becomes very difficult to understand any graph, to relate any equation. So for such type of implementations we can use AI. Okay, so we will use very first demonstration related to multimodal image chat, and in updf AI this application is available in free distribution. Okay, no need to take any particular subscription, you can take its free variant also. You can see that this is multimodal image chat. Okay, so you can see its different features also. So which particular application I'm taking, that is image chatting or multimodal image chatting. You can see here this one. Now, first of all, we will understand what is meaning of multimodal image chat. Okay. First of all, I will take some diagram from internet. Okay, just randomly I'm taking any plot, any specific diagram. Okay, for example, this one is the diagram. This particular diagram may be from a research paper, it may be a particular screenshot. Okay, so just I am downloading it, and this is cloud.png file. Now what is problem statement, what I want to do? First of all, we will understand it. You might have seen that when we use a particular diagram in a research paper or in thesis dissertation, we have to explain that diagram in few lines. If we are writing a research paper, then with this particular diagram we have to write 2 to 3 lines. If we are working on thesis or dissertation, then around 200 300 words we have to write about this particular diagram, or many times more content. That is one use case. As a researcher, I want to write something about this diagram, but what is major problem with us? If I want to write few lines about this diagram, I will use my own language. I will use my own English. Our English, everybody's English may not be very professional. So if I write a few lines about this diagram, by which way I will write? Figure one depict different segments of cloud computing, including servers, virtual desktop. So what we will do? So by taking some keywords from this diagram, we try to write some lines. We create a paragraph, that is fine, but that particular content may not be professional. If I'm writing that, okay, in this diagram there are certain segments related to router and switches. Okay, so we write in our own English, in our own language, which may not be very professional, and many times papers are rejected from good journals because of bad English or unprofessional English, or we can say that uh, inappropriate usage of English. So what we can do, we can make use of AI. to explain this diagram. That is one use case related to a research paper. Another use case, if I want to explain to my students, if I want to teach my students about this specific diagram, and something is not clear to me. For example, it is not clear to me that what is relationship of switch with servers, or what is relationship of switch with software program, okay, with software platform, what is relationship. For such type of explanations we can use multimodal image chat. For that I will come to my platform. This is updf ai image chat. I will simply upload this image, and you can see that I'm uploading this diagram. As soon as I will upload this image, you can see that it is asking me this chat, it is a AI based chatbot. Simply explain this image, click. Okay, I'm clicking here, and it will give me detailed explanation about this diagram. If I want to write something about this diagram in my presentation, in my research paper, or in my thesis, in dissertation, wherever it is. For example, I am applying for a research project. In that research project, I am having some images, some diagrams, and I want to explain. So for that we can make use of this multimodal image chat. You can see that it is explaining each and every part, each and every segment of this image is getting explained very professional way, in very professional format, in table format, in paragraph format, in list format, in whatever format I want to use. So you can see that this detailed explanation is available. Now this particular combination is in list, bullets, paragraph. For example, in a research paper I want to write about this diagram only in form of a paragraph. Okay, convert all above in paragraph format. Okay, so in a thesis, in a dissertation, we can use this particular thing, bullet numbering each and everything. But in research papers, in thesis, many times or almost every time we have to write in paragraph format. So you can see that the image illustrates architecture of this one. Now you can see how much professional content is getting generated. Okay, so you can see that 200, 300 words we can easily generate about this particular diagram. Okay, so in paragraph format, for research papers, for thesis, if I want to create a presentation, if I want to generate some lecture notes about this diagram, okay, in that case we can use this particular data. Now another use case about this tool. For example, as a teacher, I want to give presentation, I want to explain to my students about this diagram. And it is not clear to me that what is the relationship of this router with storage data. Okay, this is storage data and this one is a router. If somebody ask me in class, in session, that what is the relationship of storage data with router, then what I will say? Okay, because there are so many permutations and combinations in class, anybody can ask anything. If I am giving research presentation, in that case also somebody can ask, okay, what is the relationship of software platform with switch. So what I can do to, I can get its detailed explanation about each and every permutation and combination. So I will ask with chat gpt, I will ask to chat gpt only. Okay, relation of this one, switch and software platform. Okay, switch and software platform in this image, okay, or in this diagram, or whatever it is. Now it will explain specific to this particular image what is the relationship of software platform with switch. So if I am giving presentation as a teacher or as a researcher, I am facing some drc panel or drc presentation or rdc presentation, whatever use. So if any, obviously there may be any type of question, anybody can ask any type of question. So that particular response we can generate from this specific tool. Now you can see that it is generated. Now for example, it is not clear to me what is the relationship of servers with this particular end, okay, or this specific segment. So that can also be done. any number of images you will be able to upload. So clear chat, one more image, some more topic we will take. For example, I'm taking structure engineering. Okay, because some participants may be from structure engineering or mechanical engineering or IoT. Okay, so for example, this one, any specific diagram we will be able to take, or okay, diagram or with components. Okay, so you can see that this one, any random diagram we can take, and its detailed explanation we can generate from this one. Okay, so there are certain images, certain diagrams. So this is engineering, so this engineering diagram I am taking. So I am not from mechanicals or civil engineering, just for demonstration I am taking this image. Okay, so this is house structure components. For example, I am from civil engineering, okay, or somebody from structure engineering, and I want to write few lines about this image. I want to write 5 to 6 lines about this image. I want to explain this diagram to my students, or in a research presentation, okay, in DRC presentation. So simply we will upload, okay, image chat, UPDF, and not only UPDF, so many other tools available. I'm taking this particular tool. You can adopt any other platform. For example, this one. So you can see that how much AI is powerful. I am not from civil engineering or structure engineering. Still, we are able to write content about this diagram, which is related to civil engineering. I think that it is from civil engineering. Okay, if somebody is from civil or structure, they may be knowing better. Okay, so you can see that each and every content, each and every component is getting explained very properly. If I want to write detailed content, if I want to write a complete book, for example, I want to write 200 pages about this diagram only. I want to write 100 pages only on this diagram. It is possible with AI. So you can see that this one, whether you are from civil, electrical, mechanical, bioinformatics, education, in whatever domain you are working, you have some diagrams, you have taken some image from book, you have taken some screenshot. So that can also be explained, that specific, and it is very effective for research as well as teaching and learning practices. Okay, in multilingual format, in multiple languages this content can be translated. For example, I want to translate above in Marathi. Okay, you might have seen nowadays, as far as current education policy is concerned, new education policy is concerned, in that regional languages are integrated. BTech in Hindi medium, Marathi medium. Okay, even science and engineering core backgrounds, the core degrees, these are also associated with regional languages. So regional languages are okay, but how to create the content, from where students will study? So what you can do, you can create content, you can write books. Okay, whatever content you are already having, if you want to create question bank, if you want to create lecture notes or workshop manuals, you can create. So you can see that translate above. So whatever content we have generated previously, I want to translate in Marathi, Hindi, Tamil, Sanskrit, or Malayalam, whatever it is. Okay, so if some participant here from Maharashtra, they know Marathi, they might be knowing better whether it is correct or not. Okay, is this visible to all participants? Kindly confirm. Are you getting this content? Is it visible to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can see that in multiple languages you will be able to convert, whether it is, so if you have some lecture notes and handwritten lecture notes, even hand drawn images. You might have seen that many times we have some images, we have some diagrams which are hand drawn. Okay, with pen pencil we have created some images on paper. Okay, so simply take those images from your mobile phone, upload here, and create content. Okay, so whether that use case is for your research work or that use case is to create detailed lecture notes. Okay, even hand drawn images, handwritten images, hand drawn sketches, these can also be explained with this specific tool. Okay, so you can see in multiple languages. Translate above in Hindi. So multilingual content can be created. So as all of you are academicians, and many times we think that some specific content should be created, some specific book should be created related to our subject, related to our topic. Okay, so those we will be able to create, whether it is in English, Hindi, even in foreign languages also you will be able to create content. So this is very first demonstration related to diagram explanation. Okay, and it is very effective for research work, for researchers. If you are applying for some research projects, you have drawn some sketches from hand. Okay, and you want to get those explanation, you are not having sufficient time to write so many paragraphs or so many pages manually. So simply create sketch with your hand. Okay, take its photo from your mobile phone, upload here, and generate any number of diagrams. For example, I want to create one more paragraph. What is relationship of ridge board with bearing partitions? Okay, for example, I want to see ridge board and bearing partitions. So I will write here relation of ridge board and bearing partitions. Okay, so you can see that in this particular diagram around 10 to 11 components are there. So you can see, you can imagine how many permutations are there of 10 components. Okay, a rafter span with ridge with bearing partition, partition span with rafter span, in this way. So you can see that this content is getting generated. Okay, convert above or in English. Okay, so if I want to, so nail to joist, ceiling joist, so you can see how many so with a particular formula that we use in factorial. So if 10 total components are there, then how many permutations will be there? And you can imagine from a single diagram we will be able to create any number of pages, a detailed lecture notes, detailed book, or detailed study material. So you can see that. So this is very first demonstration that is related to multimodal image chat. One more tool I will show about this particular implementation, multimodal image chat, that is boardhumans.com. And in boardhumans.com also you will be able to get detailed answers, detailed responses related to a specific content. Now I am taking some any other image. Okay, for example, I am from mechanical engineering. Okay, this topic was related to structure engineering, civil engineering. Earlier we have created content related to cloud computing. Now we will see some other domain. For example, electrical engineering. Okay, or chemical engineering. Okay, so I am not from chemical engineering, so just randomly I am taking some diagram. Okay, chemical engineering, chemical components. So I will see which type of diagram we can take. Chemical reaction components, chemical components of biological membrane. Okay. For example, this diagram I am taking. Okay. This specific diagram. Now this diagram is related to chemical engineering. Okay. Now I want to generate some content. So chem. So I will upload it either on UPDF or Board Humans or so many other platforms available. Okay, any other tool you can use. Main thing is that you should know name of the paradigm, name of that concept. Name of the concept is multimodal image chat. So chem upload. So that image I have uploaded on boardhumans.com image chat, and as soon as I have uploaded, now I will get its detailed explanation. Okay, explain diagram. Okay, so whatever image I have uploaded, so I am not from this domain, I am not from chemical engineering, still we are able to generate the content because of AI tools. Okay, so you will be able to generate it, explain. Okay, or any other diagram you will be able to take. So this image we can, so this one is image, and resize, this is very large size image, and I am reducing its size. Okay, either on UPDF or on board humans you will be able to upload it, and then you can use. Okay, so, and so many other tools available, or you can take any electrical circuit, for example some electrical circuit is available. Okay, and after that you want to get its explanation. Now this is electrical circuit, explain. Okay. Or on this, so previous image you can delete, and image chat. If there is some issue in a particular cloud based tool, then you can opt for other any other tool. Okay, that's why we cover multiple tools, because all of these are cloud based applications. If there is some issue in their cloud, in their online application, in that case you can migrate to any other tool. Okay, so this image related to chemical engineering or bioinformatics I have uploaded. So you can see that this content is getting generated. Okay, so we are not from chemical engineering, still we are able to generate the content related to chemical engineering. Okay, if I want to convert it in a table format, if I want to convert it in list, bullet, numbering, or any other format, that can be done. For example, convert above in paragraph in 200 words. Okay, for example, in a particular research paper or in a thesis we need concise content in 200 words, 300 words. So only in 200 words we can get the content. Okay, so this one, is this clear to all participants? Kindly confirm up to this point, is it clear to all of you whatever we are covering?
Yes, sir. Very interesting, sir.
Okay, so this is very first use case. This is very first implementation we have covered related to image chatting, multimodal image chat. Now, dear participants, we are covering our next topic. We are coming to our next implementation part. That is very, very important for all of you as a researcher, as an academician also. That is known as literature review, pragmatic literature review. And in this literature review, we will discuss about how to generate literature in different formats. Okay, in this session, in this particular segment, I will cover bibliometric data analysis, bibliometric literature review. Along with bibliometric literature review tools, we will see how to generate effective content for literature. Okay, 4 to 5 tools I will cover in this particular segment, so that you will be able to create literature, whether you are applying for a research project, or you are writing a thesis, dissertation, or research paper, or in general, if you are studying some new concept. Okay, for actually first of all we will see what is meaning of bibliometric data analysis. Bibliometric data analysis means related to a specific topic or research paper, how many connections are there. How many connections means how many other papers are related. When we start our research work, then in almost every implementation we go for related research papers. From so many research papers we identify the base paper. Depending upon that base paper we move ahead with our research work. But first of all we should know how many related papers are there. Many times we are stuck in implementation of connected papers or bibliometric data analysis. Why we stuck? For example, I want to do research in quantum computing. Many times it is seen that so, so many papers are not available. Okay, multiple papers or a wide set of papers are not available on a specific topic. For example, 50, 60 papers you have taken from some other sources. You want to see how many related research papers are associated with your domain. Okay, so now we will see by which way we will be able to analyze connected papers and how to evaluate the impact of those papers related to our research work. So this is very first tool, connected papers. 4 to 5 tools I will cover. So many other tools available. Very first tool we are covering, connected papers. For example, I want to work on blockchain. Okay, blockchain. Okay, any topic I can take. For example, this paper. Okay, now you will see this particular graph will be generated. This is known as graphical view of a particular research paper. I can see, we can analyze different citations, by which way this different citations and references are attached to a specific research paper. Okay, so you can see that this one. And open graph, we want to see graph associated with a specific document. So for example, this particular document, and so related to a specific research paper, how many other papers are associated. Okay, so this one, if detailed data we want to evaluate, many times we have to analyze detailed data. Okay, so this is list view. Okay, we want to see list view. So you can see that similarity index, similarity to origin, how many citations are there. So in graphical view, in list view, corresponding to a particular paper, how many other papers are associated, from which year, how many citations are there. I want to see only those papers which are having good, very good citations. You can see more than 22,000 citations. You can see more than 3,000 citations. Okay, in same way, so once this particular data is analyzed, after that we can decide which papers we have to take for our research work. Okay, so this is first tool that we can take. Any one more tool similar to this, that is very very powerful, is citation graph, citationgraph.org. I want to generate a detailed citation graph of a particular research paper depending upon its DOI or BibTeX entry, BibTeX LaTeX entry, BibTeX format we use in LaTeX, that we generally pronounce as latex. Okay, but it's actually LaTeX. So in LaTeX, BibTeX entry or DOI. Now, first of all, I will show you any sample paper with DOI. Okay, for example, I want to take blockchain IEEE paper with DOI. Okay, just randomly I am searching some paper from where we can take some DOI number. Okay, and that DOI we will put in that specific citation graph. So this is DOI. Okay, if you are having a DOI of your research paper, you can copy it. So this copy, now I will use citation graph, paste. Okay, multiple DOIs we can put. Okay, enter list of DOIs. Now for example, this is my base paper. Okay, or this first research paper I have taken for my research work. Now I want to see which other papers are associated similar to this. So run, you will see citation graph will be generated. So if this is correct, okay, so this is specific DOI, any other DOI we can take. If it is wrong, not working properly, okay, just from internet we can take, copy copy link and citation graph. Okay, so it will extract the data related to that research paper. Now you can see this is known as bibliometric data analysis. So you can see that it will find all clusters means, for example, related to this paper there are 5 to 6 algorithms. Okay, or so many other research papers are working or focusing on same algorithm or technique. So we want to form their clusters. So you can see that clusters, this one, year wise, we want to see it year wise. So in which year this specific data is available, this one. Different types of layouts, search in titles. I want to see only those papers which are related to consensus algorithms. So these are the papers. If I want to see only those papers which are focusing on blockchain, so I am filtering about blockchain. If I am working on energy optimization, so those papers which are working on energy. If I want to see those papers related to security, so these are security, you can see. I want to see those papers related to cryptocurrency, so this one. Or attack, some papers related to attacks, or all papers. Okay, so you can see that this one. So this is, so if you will take screenshot of this particular data, many times very good research conferences, journals, they ask output in this particular format. Okay, only if you will take such type of 3 to 4 screenshots and their description of these diagrams can be generated with updf, as I have just shown. Okay, so taking data from these platforms, after that its explanation from updf or any other tool, multimodal image chat, and that will be considered as your literature review based work, because corresponding to a specific topic or corresponding to a specific title or paper, you have generated a complete citation graph. Okay, its citation tree can also be generated. For example, I want to generate citation tree. So this is the website, this doi I am taking, copy link address, and I want to generate its citation tree. This is known as bibliometric data analysis, and it is used in research work. So you can see that year wise, by which way data is moving, by which way algorithms or techniques are moving year wise. Okay, so you can see 2008, 2012, which particular techniques are discussed, 2013. So I want to generate a complete graph, complete tree of my paper. Okay, so export in svg format, export in bibtec entry for latex, that can be done. Okay, so for example, any other paper we want to take, like cyber security or quantum computing, DOI, and I want to take Taylor Francis. Okay, Taylor Francis paper, and that T and F paper I want to analyze in terms of this citation tree. Okay, so meanwhile it is working, we can take any other also. So now it is done. Now I will take its DOI if they have provided. So this is DOI, copy link address. For example, I want to take this paper for my work, and I want to generate a complete citation tree for detailed analysis of different citations, different topics year wise. So whatever topic I have taken, DOI I have taken, run. I will search in citation tree. Okay, and it will generate that tree year wise. So you can see that from which year citations are started. So 1935. So you can see how much rigorous literature review is done, how many effective references are done, even references of this 1935, 1942, these are included. Okay, till 2020. So this is this particular graph. Even if you will take screenshot of this graph and you will put in a research paper, or in literature review based paper or in thesis, it will give very good impression. Okay, it will look very professional, that in a professional way you have done literature review, in very effective way you have done literature review. Okay, citation graph for same doi, I want to generate citation graph, this one doi, and enter. So from a single from a single paper you will be able to generate uh, detailed data. So you can see that this is bibliometric data analysis in graphical format, in tree format, in uh, pictorial format. Okay, in clusters you want to form clusters, cluster year wise clusters. Okay, year wise clusters or topic wise cluster, or this particular tree, you will be able to work with it. Now, is this clear to all of you up to this point? Is it clear to all participants? Kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and other participants also kindly confirm, are you getting this content properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are moving to our next tool for literature review, for rigorous literature review, for very professional form of literature review. And for that we will use AI based tool, that is insightful.xyz. Okay, this particular domain name might be looking some strange, that what is this xyz, but it is actually working. Okay, insightful.xyz, to identify research papers, associated journals. For example, I'm having a research paper, I'm having some particular topic, and corresponding to that particular topic, I want to identify journals. Many times we struggle for good journals. Okay, we ask our colleagues, we ask our guide, we ask so many other people, okay, in which journal I should send my paper, whether it is Scopus or not, whether it is SCI or not, how much is similar, how much effectiveness is there, whether that journal is genuine or not. So that particular type of data we can extract using this tool insightful.xyz. Okay, paper title, PubMed URL, ARXIV or DOI. Any other you can take. So this DOI. So any DOI we can take, or we can give any topic. For example, I'm taking cyber security. Okay, related to cyber security, which papers are available. So any of these we can take, and it is only for demonstration. So you can see that if we are having a DOI of our paper which is already published, we can put it. Okay, so any topic you will be able to put here. So if you want to compare two papers, if you want to compare and connect literature review of two papers, for that you will use this right hand side panel, select two papers, and you will get literature, by which way literature is connected with each other. Okay, so you can see that this one, and either you can put DOI, or you will be able to put topic. So whatever DOI I have put, you can see that detailed analysis of that paper is available with me. This DOI related to quantum computing, and how many times it is cited, whether it is open access or not, and now you will see its detailed data analysis, detailed data, its graph is getting generated. Okay, and you will get most important papers, recent research papers by top authors on this particular topic, similar journals. Okay, so in parallel I'm opening its one more instance, so that we can see one more result. Okay, for example, related to this one. Okay, or cloud computing. So two papers we will analyze, one by title and second by DOI. So you can see that this one, now its detailed data will be extracted. Okay, this one is under processing, and now this second paper is also under processing. and we will see it's detailed. Now you can see that data of first paper is extracted completely. So this is the graph. So whatever DOI we have put from Taylor and Francis journal. So you can see this is the graph. This is bibliometric data analysis, graphical data view. If I want to see any paper, you can see that by which way these citations are connected, and we can analyze whether these citations are genuine or not. Many times you might have seen that some manipulative references are given in the paper. Manipulative references means you might have seen, for example, one person is going to publish a paper. Nowadays many times it happen that the friend or colleague of that person ask that writer to give reference of his paper, reference of his or her paper. For example, X is publishing the paper. Okay, I'm explaining in terms of example. X is going to publish a paper in IEEE. Y is a friend of X. Y is asking X to give reference of paper written by Y. And because of good relations, friendship, or whatever it is, X has given reference of paper of Y in paper. But that reference has nothing to do with the work. For example, X is writing paper on blockchain. Y is giving reference of quantum computing paper, or Y is giving reference of data mining paper just to increase citations. Okay, now you might have seen nowadays number games are very popular. How many citations we are having? From citations we will have impact factor, we will have similarity index, H index, so many other indexes available. But to increase index of somebody else or to increase our own index, many times this game playing goes on, and this particular game playing is caught, can be easily identified with this graph. If I see that in this particular paper, some citation is given which has nothing to do with the entire paper, in that case journal will straightforward reject that paper. For example, X is submitting paper to IEEE with some references which have nothing to do with that specific technique. It is published or it is submitted, but there are more chances of rejection until and unless that person is not having good relations with that editor or journal. Okay, but genuinely it will not publish, because whosoever is the publisher, whether Taylor and Francis, ACM, IEEE, they will generate this type of graph and they will see. Okay, for example, some paper is available here. Okay, this paper is genuine. For example, this paper, this particular citation is separate. In separate citation means in clustering we call it as outlier. If there is outlier in references list, it will be easily identified that that this reference is manipulative. And if some references are manipulative, or just to oblige somebody, or just to give benefit to somebody else, these are included, that paper will be rejected and it will not be published until and unless you are not having good relations with editors. Okay, you might be understanding what I mean to say, but it is ground reality. In genuine research, this particular graph will easily identify genuine references, genuine quotations, genuine quotes. Okay, so we have to be very careful. Okay, so this particular graph is generated. Now I want to see similar papers. Okay, whatever paper from Taylor Francis we have uploaded, which similar papers are available. So you can see that similar papers. So for example, some papers are not available corresponding to a specific topic. We can generate those papers, we can extract those papers from this tool. Okay, using this particular tool, I am zooming it. So this one, how many times it is cited, this one, what is similarity index, publication year. Now I want to see most important papers. Which papers are most important related to the technique I am working? Which are most important review papers? These are review papers, 44,000 plus citations, you can see. And if I want to see Most important recent papers. I want to see institutions, similar journals. This is major part. Journals, top journals. It means if I am working on a particular topic, in which journals I should send. So you can see physical review letters, physical review A, ARXIV, Nature, Science, these journals. So we can easily identify which journals I should focus for a particular topic. Now for second paper, this is second paper which we have uploaded related to cloud computing. For example, in this particular paper, you can see that this is citation graph. So as an editor, as a reviewer, or as a publisher, we can see whether all references are genuine or not. So these references are genuine because all of these are connected to each other. If some reference is not connected, it is outlier, then it will be easily identified that it is manipulative reference. Okay, so now it is okay, it is fine. This is also known as, so this is known as graphical data analysis, bibliometric data analysis. You can take its screenshot. Okay, you can put it in full screen mode. Now some other data, similar papers you can see published here. So many similar papers. So if I am stuck at finding out the relevant research papers, concerned research papers, we can identify most important papers, review papers. Okay, recent papers by top 100 authors, most important research papers. I want to see top authors in this particular domain. So as I have uploaded related to cloud computing, you can see Rajkumar Bhuya, who is the actual, who is the key person on cloud sim, grid sim, edge sim. Okay, so this one. So which authors are top authors? So I can focus only on these authors, these top authors, so that I will get very good papers for my research work. Upcoming authors, which are new authors, top journals, top institutions, similar journals. So detailed data analysis you will be able to do with insightful.xyz. Okay, so you can use this particular tool, this one. Okay, now for literature review, one more tool we will see. Okay, so you can explore this tool, researchrabbit.ai. researchrabbit.ai for literature review, for bibliometric data analysis. You will be able to use, you will be able to generate a graph, you will be able to understand a particular topic, you will be able to analyze different connected research papers and different citations from multiple research papers, multiple research publishers, journals are also associated. Okay, so research rabbit, simply login. Okay, so you can create account, login with your Google account. Okay, I'm logging in with my Google account. Now you can see this one. Okay, so you can search a paper by title, DOI, or keywords, or you can upload. Okay, you can scan its library. So for example, this particular paper I want to generate, complete bibliometric data analysis, similar papers. Click. Now you can see this is this one. Now you can see that this specific data we will be able to analyze. Now in this particular graphical data analysis, there are certain outliers, there are certain papers which are beyond the main cluster. So we can see, we can uh, analyze whether these papers are related or not, whether these papers are actually genuine or not, whether these references are genuine or not. So you can see that in this, these all of these papers are connected to each other in form of citation. But what about this paper? Okay, this paper is completely separate, it has no connection with main cluster. So three papers, for example, these three papers. Okay, these three papers are not connected to the remaining cluster. Okay, we don't know why, what is the reason. Okay, reason may be anything. Okay, I'm not saying that these are good references or bad references or good citations or not, But it is a matter of concern why these three papers or these three references are separate from the main cluster. Okay, all other papers are connected. If some more papers we want to see, we will be able to analyze. So there are so many tools available, so many applications available for bibliometric data analysis that you will be able to do. And you will be able to download this particular data. You can use this graph in your research paper, in your thesis, as a review work. Okay, when we write some review papers, then we have to give such type of data. We have to present this type of data that we have analyzed so many papers, and this is the graph. Okay, some papers from SCI, some papers from Scopus, some from Web of Science, some from these journals. So we create table. Okay, so uh, then it becomes review paper, then it becomes literature review based paper. Okay, rather than writing paragraphs or stories in paper, or writing only text or images. Okay, we can give this type of data also. Is this clear to all participants? Kindly confirm. Up to this point, is it clear to all of you? Kindly confirm. Then we will move ahead. Up to this point, is it clear to all? Okay. Now, dear participants, we are coming to our next tool, next AI based tool for literature review, and not only for literature review, for generation of related work, specifically future work. Particularly future work we want to generate specific to problem statement, research gap. I want to identify research gap from a topic, from a paper. I want to generate future work. First of all, we will understand what is a major problem in generating future work nowadays. In current scenario, if I want to generate a future work about a topic, for example, my area of research work is uh, security, okay, or energy optimization in cloud. Energy optimization in cloud data centers, for example, this is my topic, and I want to generate some future work. Generally, what we do, without any AI tool, without any guidance, what we do, in general, we generate future work haphazardly or vaguely. If I am working on energy optimization in cloud data center, then what I will say, okay, in future work I will write something about security and privacy. I will write something about blockchain. Okay, I can write something about quantum computing. So whatever is hypothetical, whatever is imaginary, whatever is not proven, we can write it in future work. If somebody will ask us why you have written, then we will say that it is future work, that's why we have written, just to confuse others. Okay, many times you might have seen in future work, things or concepts or terms are written just to confuse other people. Okay, my area of work is energy optimization in cloud computing data centers. For further security, for further enhancement, we can integrate quantum computing. We will write something about quantum computing. If somebody will ask that why, what is this, why you have written, then we will say that it is future work, and then they will satisfy that okay, now it is okay. You have written in future work. So future work we can write anything which has no justification. Okay, throwing the ball in others court, other person, other researcher will see whether it is possible or not, but we have written. Rather than that, what we can do, we can take use of AI. In AI there are so many options. Chat GPT is available, consensus is available. First of all, I will show you the comparison, then it will be more clear to all of you. This is, so I am opening chat GPT also. Same content I will generate from chat GPT, and with consensus. Then you will come to know what is benefit of using specialized research based tool. For example, I want to write, okay, like 90 words, okay, or few lines on future work related to blockchain and smart cities. Okay, for example, I want to write a future work related to blockchain and its relation to smart cities. So we will see what AI will generate, what will be generated by ChatGPT. So this is the output by ChatGPT. It is fine. We are not saying that it is not good. It is fine. But major problem here, what is justification. Okay, so you can see that ChatGPT is giving me that the future work will explore integration of blockchain based decentralized infrastructure, this or that. Okay, because there is no justification. I want to generate future work with some justification, with some evidence. Okay, here also in ChatGPT also it is not giving me any justification. So this particular content we can generate also. Okay, we can also write anything that blockchain will be used in smart city for security, for integrity, and there will be integration of cryptocurrency. So anything which is coming in our mind we can write. But major thing is that justification. Now same thing I will put in consensus. So this copy, now I will put in consensus. This is also AI based tool. Now you will see the difference. Consensus will take thousands of research papers at the back end, and after analysis of the research papers related to this topic, it will give you the future work. It means output with justification. You can see that whatever output is generated by consensus, it is giving me citations. So you can see that these are citations. IEEE papers, Taylor Francis papers, ACM papers, very good quality papers, very good latest papers it is giving me. So you can see this is 2025 paper. Okay, so it is giving me results along with citations. So future work is generated by ChatGPT also, but it is not giving me citations. It is not giving me references. If I will ask ChatGPT for references, those references may be from Facebook, maybe from LinkedIn, or from Instagram, or from online websites, some articles. I don't need any result from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. For example, somebody has written article on LinkedIn or Facebook related to this topic. So that can also be given in ChatGPT. But I don't need those social media output. I need output only from research papers, extract only from research papers that consensus is giving. So consensus is giving me, so you can see this is the output by consensus, future work direction. So I am zooming it, and with every line it is giving me references from research papers only. No Instagram, no Facebook, okay, no social media, no YouTube channel, only genuine research papers. So you can see in tabular format also. Now which are these papers? So these are the papers. So you can see these are the research papers, and highly cited papers, 235 citations. So it has analyzed this paper which is having 235 citations, and after analysis of this paper it has generated future work. Second paper, 63 citations, 543 citations, 198 citations. So you can see that highly cited papers it has taken to generate this literature review, to generate this future work. So you can see, if I want to put some filter, for example some filtering I want to apply, I want to generate future work related to a topic, but filtering past 5 years papers or past 10 years journal. Which type of journal I should take? Q1, Q3, Q4. So all of you are researchers, all of you are academicians, you already know what is meaning of Q1 journal, Q2 journal. So quality of different journals. Okay, Q1 journal. I want to take only from Q1 journals. Data results from will be taken only from Q1, Q2 journals, and then it will give me result. How many citations? At least 90 citations should be there in each paper, and whether preprints should be there or not, whether that those papers should be open access or not, those journals are open access or not, preprints or not, whether methodology should be given or not in those papers. Okay, if methodology is given, then whether it is observational study or literature review or case report, which type of I want to see, I want to analyze only those papers which are having case report, or this one systematic review. So I can put my complete data from which country I want to take data. I want to take papers only from specific countries, from US, from China, from Canada, from India, or I want to take only those papers which are published by authors from India only. Okay, so this one, or I want to take only from USA. Okay, I want to, I don't want to take papers from Uganda, from Pakistan, from Indonesia. I don't want to take those papers. Okay, so those only, so we can put a complete filtering, and after applying that complete filter, we will be able to put it, we will be able to scan. Okay, so this one filter. Okay, so simply we will go for that particular filtering, and this result will be generated. Okay, whatever outcome we are generating, it will be generated from genuine papers. Okay, so it's up to you whether you want to take results from chat gpt. So chat gpt results are also fine, but major thing is that we want to take results, we want to take data, we want to take extracts only from research papers, only from good quality research papers. You can see that highly cited research papers are available here, this one. Okay, is this visible to all participants? Kindly confirm. If I want to export as PDF, copy with citation, copy text, and this one. Okay, any other topic you will be able to take on any other topic. For example, future work or problem statement. I want to generate problem statement on metallurgy. Okay, with machine learning. Okay, just randomly I'm typing here. I want to generate problem statement on metallurgy with machine learning. Okay, so which type of problem statement? So it will analyze research papers only, highly cited research papers. So you can see that this one, if same input I will give in chat gpt, output will be generated, but output may be taken from social media, from websites. Okay, I don't want to take data from common websites, from blogs, from social media. I want to take data only from research papers. So you can see 203 citations, 172 citations. After analyzing so many research papers, it has given me this problem statement, that by which way machine learning can be integrated with metallurgy, if we are from mechanical engineering or metallurgy engineering or whatever it is. Is this visible to all participants and clear? Are you getting, are you understanding what we are covering here? Kindly confirm. Consensus. This is known as evidence based research, evidence justification based research. If I will put same thing, for example, this copy, I am using chat gpt. Okay, we can use chat gpt also. Same input I am giving in chat gpt. Now problem statement on metallurgy with machine learning. Now it is giving me this output, but where are the papers? So this is the output by chat gpt. It is fine, but we don't know from where these problem statements are coming. So intelligent alloy design using generative models, predictive solidification in casting. So eight problem statements it has given. Okay, it is providing eight problem statements. But where is justification? Okay, but in consensus you can see that it is giving justification. It is giving tabular data. You can see that this one is tabular data. Okay, only if this particular, so with every line, with every record, it is giving citation, it is giving references that we can easily evaluate that, and depending upon that we can further work on our research. Okay, you can see that machine learning for this one, so 443 citations in this machine learning driven alloy research is implemented, highly cited papers. Okay, so as I have told that you will be able to put filter, so q1 to q4 journal, how many citations should be there, past 2 years papers, past 5 years papers, or any, you will be able to work with it. Okay, so you can explore these tools, you can go for these data analytics, research based data evaluation, so many other tools available, so many other platforms available for research work, for data analysis, pragmatic data evaluation. So from this tool, you will be able to generate future work, you will be able to generate problem statement, and if you want to generate conclusion. So with every output, there will be evidence, there will be justification. Okay, so I'm using its free variant. Okay, it is not a paid variant. It's with only free variant we are working. Okay, and related to every domain, not only CSCIT, related to every domain, you will be able to generate this particular content. Okay, now one more tool I'm covering here, that is SciSpace. Okay, SciSpace.com, AI assistant for automation of research tasks. Even if we want to generate tabular literature review, that can also be done. Okay, for tabular literature review also we will be able to work. So you can see that literature review, for example, I want to generate tabular literature review depending on a particular topic, for example, future work on use of blockchain in financial institutions, in banking. You will see that automatically tabular literature review will be generated. So you can see that this is the paper insight, what we need in tabular literature review: limitations, results, findings, conclusion. Okay, if I want to export it in CSV format, if I want to export it in any other format, that can also be done. Okay, so you can see that this one, so these are papers. So whatever topic I have given, it has given me automatically that tabular literature review. So in table literature review, what we do, what is main work in this paper, what is limitation, results, findings, conclusion. If I want to add some more part, for example, I want to add method used, contribution, practical implications, objective research gap. So multiple segments we will be able to add. In same way, for example, we are working on cloud computing energy optimization. Okay, so I'm zooming it so that you will be able to see it clearly. Cloud computing energy optimization. Now you can see that these are the papers. Okay, so from these papers, this tabular literature review will be generated. So first column, you can see paper, in which year it is published, insights, limitations. Okay, so you can see limitations, results, which are findings in that particular paper, what is conclusion in that specific paper. Okay, so this is second paper. So tabular data analysis, if I want to download this particular data, this specific tabular literature review in word format, in CSV format, excel sheet format, that can also be done. If I want to generate tabular literature review from my PDF, that PDF can also be uploaded. Simply upload your PDF, and from that PDF it will find out limitation, result, conclusion, problem statement, research gap, whatever it is. Okay, whatever work we perform manually, each and everything can be done nowadays in automated way using AI based tools. So as a researcher, as a teacher, as a mentor, as a research guide, we should be aware with these platforms. So